Yep. So what's the difference? A lot of times it's pins.
Luke Pletcher takes to the mat now to take on number 12, Dylan Duncan. Redshirt junior. Duncan is no pushover, 12-5 on the year. And you know, he's coming in here thinking, this is the guy I want to wrestle. This is who I want to test myself against. Let's step on the line and see where we're at.
If you're Duncan, it's not even so much I want to win this match, as I want to learn this match. Try a couple different attacks, a couple different techniques, see what works, because it probably isn't the last time he's going to see Luke. They could wrestle at Big Tens and NCAAs, and you know, that's what really matters.
Pletcher come out with heavy hands, and Duncan right there for it, not backing off. It's been said ad nauseum. Right there it is. Pletcher with a takedown. Excellent quick feet for 3 years. The word on Luke Pletcher is you're going to see a 3-2 match.
Right.
Go get your popcorn right now if you want to. Come back. You'll know that Luke probably won, and it was 4-2 or 3-1. That has not been the case here in his senior season, up at 141 pounds.
He's also one of the most consistent wrestlers in the lineup. He beats guys he's supposed to, and there's not really anyone this year that he's supposed to lose to, but last year some guys were ranked above him. Those are the only matches he'd really drop. Just very consistent, very predictable, very fundamental. Duncan's from Winfield, Illinois. Luke Pletcher from Latrobe. He is a true senior, 17-0, two-time All-American, both at 133 pounds.
I mean, have you seen a guy change as dramatically from his entire career to 1 year in their style, their openness of attacks, their proclivity to score? Boy, another good shot there for Pletcher. And trying to get that corner and finish does.
The one guy that I can compare him to is his teammate, Caleb Romero. Just a big turnaround.
But there's a stall warning after the takedown. The difference I see between Pletcher from last year to this and with Romero, Caleb's doing the same things, he's doing them better.
That's true.
And Luke has just opened things up in a way. What do we got here?
They're switching the stall call to Luke for pushing him out. Interesting.
So now,
okay.
So now the stall warning.
Luke obviously stalling this match, just doesn't want to wrestle. Right. You can see it. It's pretty evident. Well-deserved stall call. Yeah. I mean, for that passive, you can't expect not to get hit.
Pletcher down to an ankle.
And these two have wrestled this year. Luke won at the Michigan State Open 15-5.
4-2 the score, under a minute to go here in period number 1. There was Duncan with the shot attempt, but Pletcher's leg disappeared before he could get to it. And there's the makeup call. Stall warning on each guy now.
Wonder if you get a double stall call if he takes 2 steps back.
Pletcher continues the forward action. Duncan trying to circle back in, turns into a shot of his own. Good heads-up wrestling, but now got spread out.
Kind of forced into it.
Yeah. Now, Pletcher's not in a great spot to score here because a go-behind puts him out of bounds. And there's the stalemate call.
20 seconds left. Luke up 4-2. Just 8 seconds riding time with 2 takedowns.
Well, and to me, that's a sign of a wrestler. It doesn't matter if he's wrestling for Ohio State or Illinois or Northwestern or whoever, that feels supremely confident in his ability on his feet, feels very good about his wrestling right now, that I don't need to ride, I don't need to build anything up. This is about dominating on the feet and putting into this guy's head that I own this match. Yeah. Duncan to bottom to begin the second period.
Now imagine he'll get out pretty quick.
Just a cursory ride there for Pletcher.
It gets another 10 seconds or so of riding time. Gonna make him work for it. Can't just let him up.
That's right.
Just re-attacks are perfectly timed.
Well, that's the timing. They're looking for a side cradle here, and they'll go back to their feet after he doesn't get it. The timing of that is as, if not more important than the technique.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And that's just the kind of thing that comes with years and years of experience and drilling in the room. That doesn't happen in live wrestling matches. That's training to understand that timing. Oh, and you have to also be tremendously gifted, as these wrestlers are.
That definitely helps. Absolutely. That's one of those things that Decatur, like, he's right there. He's definitely got the technique and the skill. If he perfects his timing a little bit, he'll be scoring just like that.
6'4", Pletcher on top. Each wrestler has been hit for stalling.
But both have been very aggressive.
Yeah, for as much activity as this match has had, it's surprising that there were. I mean, those are kind of those out of bounds calls, and the second to get the stall warning on green seemed like a mea culpa.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Luke's had 3 takedowns to none, and it's a 1 takedown match.
Yeah, this is another. We talked about it from Friday against Wisconsin. A major decision that wasn't that close. But those are the kind of scores, and here's a shot there by Duncan trying to even this thing up. Pletcher on the counter looks for a takedown in the waning seconds here, and will get it before the clock expires to go up 8-4. But the point I was getting set to make before the action was, when you are a take him down, kick him out type wrestler, those are the kind of scores that you have. It doesn't always show indicatively the way the match has been wrestled. But usually by the third period, those things shake out, because now it's Luke's turn to get on bottom. He gets a quick escape point. Now it's a 5-point match.
Yeah, Luke, you need 2 takedowns here to get the major. I'm sure he's definitely eyeing it.
It's one of the differences optically between folk style and freestyle wrestling. Because if, obviously, under freestyle rules here, Pletcher's up 6-0.
Right. 7-0. Or 8-0, yeah.
Right now, but heading into heading into the conversation, there's a stall warning. That'll be a point against Duncan and for Pletcher to go to 10-4.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure that that's well deserved either. He's taking a lot of shots, and unfortunately, every shot he does take, he gets scored upon.
Yeah, I don't think he was avoiding wrestling. I don't think that was a passivity. Takedown for Pletcher. Now looks to pour it on. Maybe looking for the tech. It's going to take him a while to get there. It's a 12-5 match right now. Riding time is still under a minute, despite all these takedowns.
Yeah, only 24 seconds of riding time in favor of Pletcher right now. Going to need 1 takedown here, or 1 point, to get the major.
Yeah, I think to your point, the stall calls have been flowing freely here in this particular match.
It's almost like Luke's been wrestling better. He should probably be up by more points. Let's hit him for stalling.
Yeah, I don't. Duncan
I hope that's
was
not the thinking.
Listen, Duncan was moving in reverse.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fact. But was he stalling? Was he passive? Was he avoiding wrestling? I don't feel that was the case. Pletcher in on a shot now, trying to finish with 22 seconds remaining. Has the leg nearly shelved. Now Duncan with a roll under. He knows the situation too. He knows if he can avoid a takedown here, he can save his team a point.
10 seconds to go.
Now he's got the leg in an awkward position where he's probably not going to finish a takedown here in 4 seconds, but Duncan is going to do the job of keeping this to a decision. And it's Pletcher with a 12-5 win, and the Buckeyes are on the board. So Pletcher moves to 18-0 on the season now. Duncan at 12-6.